What's going on, everybody? Jake here again for Birds After Dark. Got some breaking news yet again. Another signing by the Philadelphia Eagles. Cornerback slash defensive back Jonathan Jones signing on for a 1-year deal. I believe this guy spent 9 years with the New England Patriots, where he, won a couple Super Bowls, won a couple rings. He is up there in age. It looks like about 32 years old. It looks like 5'11", 185 pounds. Very versatile player. He's spent a lot of time in the slot. He's spent some time outside. And he's got some snaps at safety as well. I am just speculating here. But I don't know. I don't know what this means when it comes to our secondary or DB room. Are we losing some? Are they planning on trading someone? Are they planning on doing some kind of rotation where they're putting Cooper DeJean at safety as well, while Jones here spent some time in the slot? Just speculating. Hopefully they're doing, apparently this guy is very versatile and, he can actually go different positions. So we're going to go ahead and check that out. It looks like C.J. Gardner-Johnson, unfortunately, I'm one of those guys that are hopeful, that he would eventually re-sign back with the Eagles, but looks like he's signing a deal with the Buffalo Bills. So unfortunately, we did lose out on that. In other news, this Jonathan Jones guy, apparently he's going to be, someone that we kind of stay tuned and watch out for. As I mentioned, I did agree to terms, 1-year deal. And just to kind of look back a little bit, we got Reek Woolen from the Seattle Seahawks. We have him on a 1-year deal as well. So that DB room is looking pretty full. I mean, we are still waiting for a dedicated safety. I don't know if Sidney Brown and our young rookie from last year, or a second-year player now, is going to be serviceable enough to kind of start over there. But we'll see. Maybe Jonathan Jones and Cooper DeJean they're planning on rotating back there too. Hopefully we are not, we don't get riddled by injury, because that would kind of mess everything up when it comes to this. And not so breaking news, defensive tackle Jordan Davis breaking history here with a huge extension on his deal, signing a 3-year deal, $78 million extension that includes about $65 million guaranteed. Man, he is swimming in it right now. Jordan Davis, he is a stud. He's a beast, and I've seen a lot of really good progression, especially in the last 2 years. So I'm happy for him. However, this does concern me when it comes to being able to sign our monster in the middle, Jalen Carter. We're going to have to probably extend him next year, and that is going to be what I'm anticipating is going to be a huge blockbuster, massive deal, because he is a guaranteed stud. He is a generational talent. And you know what? I think he's even more of a beast than Jordan Davis. But, Davis can hold up his own as well. This is, obviously he's set to play 2026 season on his 5th-year option on his rookie contract. And then that's where the 3 years after that is going to start. So we are, contract-wise, money-wise, I think it's starting to get a little tight. However, we do have just a couple more, in my opinion, a couple more positions that we need to kind of address. And in other news, I do believe that defensive end edge. Pass rush is one of those positions. And I don't know what's going on with the Max Crosby deal. The Baltimore Ravens did back out of that deal. They did mention that it is due to health reasons. I know that Crosby was dealing with some kind of injury and he had surgery this offseason. I think it might be his knee. So that's kind of a danger zone there. I don't know if hasn't been cleared, or he may have had a setback, or maybe he may have, he may not be ready and on time for the season. So that's why they backed out and signed Trey Hendrickson. We'll see about that. Only time will tell. However, Max Crosby is still available. I mean, that deal was going to be massive. The compensation for that was going to be massive, but I don't know. I don't know if Howie Roseman can work his magic on that, but Crosby would be a game changer when healthy. Caveat, when healthy. What do y'all think about these signings? When it comes to... Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention Grant Calcaterra did re-sign with the Eagles, I believe, for one more year. So we have him back. And Dallas Goedert's still up in the air. I don't know. I don't think he's been signed by any other teams yet. I believe what they did was they extended that, or been picked up by another team. But I believe what they did was they postponed the time that his cap hit is going to hit the cap, and therefore, be able to kind of hold out and be able to make a deal as of yet. So I believe that cap hit is about $20 million. That is a huge sum of money. There is going to be action in the coming days, guys. Whether it is Dallas Goedert or the most feared dealing of A.J. Brown. Hopefully not. I really want A.J. to stay. However, if we do deal him, hopefully we get the bag and we get the whole bag of Cheetos. You know what I mean? Like, 2 first-round picks, or really high first, because that's what we paid for him. Having said that, it has been a pleasure speaking to you guys yet again. Hope you guys have a good one, and as always, go Birds.